Let us start with Rene Auberjonois.
Hi, remember me? I'm the ghost of last summer. We had some hot times, didn't we? Like after work, you'd step out of your air-conditioned office and I'd be waiting. But a blast! Then you'd hop in your car, grab that steering wheel, and oh, you gotta love it.
Some people love the fact that TDK high-bias audio cassettes feature a super-avalon formulation that incorporates cobalt-absorbed gamma-ferric oxide particles. And some people just love the music.
Hey, folks, Knott's is having a country fair right now. Why, there's pie-eating, gun-fighting, cow-milking, toe-tapping, and rides that'll drive you wild.
You know, people who have not been to Rockies may not realize that Rockies has 26 different varieties of iced teas. With so many numbers for people to remember these days, I can understand why it might be hard to get that number straight. So, I've devised a very easy method I learned in my Improve Your Memory.
This is Mark Ballou.
They say action speaks louder than words. For the guy who knows what's happening, Macy's Action Shop has it all. The other day, my dad told me the Wonder Years reminds him of how cool it was to grow up in the 60s. No joke, he actually used the word cool. Oh, you handsome devil, you. Oh, man, I'm looking good, feeling good. Hi.
Hi.
Some gum? It's Dentine.
Okay.
I'm so depressed. Why can't I stop feeling like this?
Kids on steroids.
So we pull into this Chinese, Japanese, Mexican place, and I order this ginormous Pepsi. It takes 3 waitresses just to carry it out, but they tripsy. And there's this huge wave of Pepsi. It's like surfing in Maui. Welcome to Hardee's. You're just in time to try our new Rise and Shine muffins. I've got a cold, stuffy nose, scratchy throat, and a loud cough. But I've got to go to school. So first, I better go to the halls of medicine. A little nighty-night in water over ice not only is a good cough remedy, but a great sedative. Nighty-night cough syrup. It'll turn your little monster into an angel.
Night-night.
Michael Bell.
The Great American Vacation. It's more than castles and capitals. It's also Hilton's specially priced vacation rates that make a summer of fun more affordable.
Here is your 1-minute black leopard training lesson for today. The first trick to teach the leopard is, let go of my neck.
Hi, you the personal director?
I'm the personnel director. What do you want? What does she want?
Oh, that's my old lady.
Hi.
That's your mother?
No, man, my chick, my squaw.
I'm gonna be his secretary.
When I accept that senior vice president's
Beautiful.
job.
Oh, and I suppose you'll go to board meetings in dungarees and sweatshirts.
Oh, they're not dungarees, man. They're cheap jeans.
This trip is sure no piece of cake. Speaking of food, I'm starved.
I'll show you boring, mister. Jinx, escort this young lady off the base on the double.
Right, Duke.
The beauty of patience is its gentle persistence, but the power of patience is anything but passive. For proof, we introduce the new generation of Mitsubishi pickups.
Gregg Berger.
I got a taste for some real food.
Beef, real food for real people. Sponsored by the Beef Industry Council and Beef Board.
We'll return to Smurfs after these messages.
The incomparable Maxim 3000i. Only from the mind of Minolta.
How hard is it to make a dream come true? It could be as easy as playing Lotto.
Yes, this December is incredibly hot at every GM division. It's GM's Hot December. Come feel the heat.
Dear Gourmet Grazer, even though I'm a guy, I know I've got the best chicken recipe. You pluck the chickens, dunk them in barbecue sauce, and then, now here's the secret, roll them in beer nuts.
Me, Grimlock. Me, Dinobot leader.
Right, Ron. Mrs. Spector has just lost the family station wagon and almost brand new Chevrolet with less than 5,000 miles on it.
The country inns, the antique shops, the leaves. This is why people of all ages love autumn in New York State. George, you're 88. How do you do it? Prunes.
This is Roger Borden.
Colors are losing their vibrance. Focusing is becoming difficult, and seeing at night is almost impossible. It could be cataracts. And if you don't do something about it, things will go from bad to worse.
Better than Nissan, Chevy S10, better than Ford Ranger. No wonder 95% of all the Toyota trucks sold are still running hard. No wonder Toyota is #1.
No wonder to me.
The more you compare, the more you'll see. It's Toyota, not the other guys. Preppy Rob Lowe has gorgeous Jacqueline Bissett as a mom. His roommate is having an affair with an older woman. Surprise, Mom is the older woman. They've got trouble. She's got class.
Hi there. I'm a tiny molecule of ordinary air. Right now, I'd pollute it with cigarette smoke, car exhaust, pollen dust.
Wow, I'm clean.
Clean or good, men?
Unidentified deposits on fuel injector 3.
This sounds like a job for the Power Scrubbers. Hey, kid, for a rookie, you weren't half bad. What's your name again?
Bradshaw, sir.
Right.
Tom Bosely.
Valley Bank was the first bank in Arizona to introduce the Master Charge card. And since one good thing leads to another, we're adding the Visa card. So that makes us the Total Charge Card Bank. Linda, I can't sleep.
Oh, Tom, roll over.
No, it's the kids. I just don't think they appreciate all that I do for them.
Like what?
Like this morning. When I cook them bacon, I'm not just cooking bacon. I'm cooking them Smithfield bacon.
They know that, dear. Go to sleep.
No, they don't. They don't pick up their ears and listen to that sizzle.
We at Metropolitan Life have to face life. We realize that there are a lot of things in life you'd rather do than talk to a life insurance salesman about life insurance. So instead of talking about Metropolitan Life's anniversary family plan, we thought you might prefer to hear about persimmons.
I'm here on behalf of all fathers. For Father's Day, we really don't want that rock album you want. And those wild ties.
Robert Brown.
Sometimes a glimpse of the future can come from today's innovations. A perfect example is the Genie Genius, a garage door opener so advanced you can program it with these brain cells to perform many functions. Who would have thought the door to the future would be in the garage?
Come, get a taste of the Riviera. Sizzler introduces Shrimp Riviera. Succulent bay shrimp, seasoned with the freshest lemons and herbs. Delicate, yet tangy. Prepared with a flair that's very French. And served with a steak that's very Sizzler. Now a meal in the French tradition doesn't have to come from France. Sizzler. One economical fuel will supply all the energy you need for your home. It's gas. The most perfect energy on Earth.
Roscoe Lee Browne.
In utter chaos, the human brain scrambles in search of clarity. Go with me as I glide far and wide on my endless abstract current. I am palingenesis. I am after Matisse. At Josephine's restaurant, we don't overlook anything, except, of course, Anchorage. La cigale ayant chanté tout l'été, se trouva fort dépourvu quand la bise fut venue, pas un seul petit morceau de mouche ou de vermisseau. Elle a crié famine chez la fourmi, sa voisine. Huge oaken casks of rare sherries, waiting. Fine table wines by the barrowful, waiting. Paul Masson said it nearly a century ago. We say it today. We will sell no wine before it's time.
Toby Browning.
The new Bally Health Club in Southwest Orlando.
David Hansberger, a Republican candidate for the 61st Assembly District.
The new Long Beach Holiday Spa.
Iberia Airlines.
Take it to Watterson College.
Open a Wix charge from Safeway.
Charade by Daihatsu. Arco Gasoline.
ITT Rainier.
There's a new car from Japan with a world-proven track record. Charade by Daihatsu with electronic fuel injection, front-wheel drive, and the interior of a luxury sedan. Daihatsu, we put performance and style back in your budget. From the sun-baked beaches of Costa del Sol to the historic plazas and museums of Madrid. And only Iberia offers the Visit Spain fare, allowing unlimited travel within Spain for an additional $199. So fly with the people who know Spain best. Iberia Airlines. Watterson College has developed an intensive 6-month course to train investigative security professionals. If you've got what it takes, take it to Watterson College.
This is Don Burns.
We make it so easy. Qualified customers are usually approved in less than an hour. GMAC even has a booklet that makes leasing easy to understand. The new Heaven Ice Cream Snack Bar from Carnation. It is a place where legends transcend time and light. It is the Planet Dune.
That's my beer.
Nothing is more important in beer than the quality of the water. That's why there's nothing else like Olympia. Great water makes great beer. Hershey's chocolate flavor syrup. It even makes milk a dessert. So come in today and see your Mitsubishi Motors dealer during his Throw Away the Sticker days. Laura and Remington run into some dangerous consequences when they recover a stolen statue.
I think your husband was murdered.
Remington Steel, next on NBC. The Sears Financial Network. Trust us to make it work for you. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation, delivers the sounds of a new generation to you.
Howard Caine.
Biscuits to drizzle with chicken gravy. Muffins. A peach pie. Even homemade bread. All baked with Robin Hood. Because Lois Hurley thinks she can't bake with a better flour than Robin Hood.
Riverside International Raceway, home of the Grand Prix. The official gasoline at Riverside. Royal 76 Premium. The same gasoline you buy at the sign of the 76.
Passports, please. Thank you. You under arrest.
Who, me?
Not you, him. The one in the funny baggy pants. Only a CIA man would go out of his way to look rumpled and baggy. Take him away.
Some time ago, Toyota introduced the hard-charging Toyota Coronas. Now Toyota adds a whole new line of cars. Smash 'em. Tie 'em in a knot. Stay pressed slacks will stay pressed. Levi's guarantees it or your money back.
Hamilton Camp.
We cook like Sunday. Now, some folks think that means fried chicken. Every day of the week. It might have been when I was growing up, but times have changed. Which is why, at Bill Knapp's, you'll find chicken fixed every which way from Sunday. Drove all over this town to get the best deal on a car. Son, they said, you gotta go a long way to beat our car loans. When your throat's really sore, why let it hurt even seconds longer than you have to? You want the fastest relief possible. Chloroseptic spray.
Raoul, you're fired.
Okay. Well, I hope you can find someone to cut up your meat in teensy pieces.
Okay, you can stay.
Who knows how to play? Here comes the airplane.
All right, I'm not
Open up the hangar door.
The Sizzler's got a new kind of lobster. Danish finger lobster. A little bigger than your finger. Steak and Danish finger lobster platter.
Dan Castellaneta.
I remember my first Big Mac attack. It was my first court case, People versus McDaniel. If it cheese the court, Your Honor, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
Proceed, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Now, Mrs. McDaniel, I was a young hotshot attorney on his way up, but I had no idea what was happening the night
Please
before.
be brief, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be beef.
I need to book Boomer, and Boomer.
Who?
The Boomer brothers. Their business is booming everywhere.
I'll book them all on Aspen Airways to Denver. From there they can fly United Airlines.
But you don't even know where the Boomers' business is booming.
Hello, America. This is Scoop Fletcher, Radio Muckraker.
Hey, who's talking?
Today, I'm in a grade school lunchroom, ingeniously disguised as a simple school child to prove that the claims for Thornapple Valley Lower Salt lunch beats are balderdash.
You couldn't fit a big truck in your driveway.
You know, I don't have a driveway.
And that's extra, too. So is the cost for the little truck.
What little truck?
To carry this stuff from the big truck. Beacons.
Now, here's a low mileage, baby. Only 100,000 on it. Hey, it even has radio and doorknob.
Lonny Chapman.
Announcing a quiet revolution. Experience the unsurpassed quiet, the smooth performance of the new Schwinn Medallion. Visit your nearby Schwinn dealer and experience Medallion with all your senses. You won't hear of anything else. Your face needs a workout, when just smelling good isn't good enough. Keeping in shape means keeping your skin in shape, too. With Skin Bracer Aftershave, you can feel it taking care of your skin. Someone once said that good hotels do the big things. Great hotels do the little things. Uncommon acts of thoughtfulness are common at Sheraton, because our employees are trained to remember one basic thing. When it comes to our guests, little things mean a lot. Announcing the dawn of a new dynasty, the new Dodge dynasty. If you're in the mood to exchange your old driving habit for a new brand of sophistication and style, look at the 1988 Dodge Dynasty.
Ed Cook.
As long ago as I can remember, my Uncle Jonathan could find things. He has the knack, always has. For Uncle Jonathan, things just appear right out of nowhere. On a quiet summer afternoon, John Oliver did something that changed his entire life. He ran a red light. If he made it, he'd have saved 30, maybe 40 seconds. But he didn't make it. An 8-year-old girl was crossing the street, and John Oliver hit her. Children take their parents out for a walk. Every 5 days, there's a rainbow. And 1 out of every 3 wishes made upon a star comes true. Older brothers give their kid brothers their baseball mitts. Let's see, we got a car wash down the street that'll wash half your car for $277. That's any half. What a deal. Then there's this little gadget here I bought at the supermarket for $259. Levi's Button Fly 501 Blues.
This is Rege Cordic.
On payday, do you give up a large part of your lunch hour just to do your banking? That's why National Bank of Detroit now has 27 NBD 24-hour bankers around town.
Listen carefully. This could make a big difference in how much you enjoy your next new car. Ask your GM dealer about Delco AM/FM stereo and stereo tape systems. Ask him to demonstrate the exclusive Delco Crossfire stereo sound. When America was young, we worked hard. And we played hard. We made our own fun and grew our own food. And you can taste the simple pleasure of those times in Heartland Natural Cereal. 2 Indy winners, Johnny Rutherford and Jim Hall, with the Pennzoil Chaparral. Rutherford and a $40,000 Cosworth engine make it go. The motor oil that helps keep it going, Pennzoil. There's one for your car.
Ron Darian.
You know, there's a real secret to finding great-tasting lamb. Always buy American. Introducing 92.3 FM, K-Rock. Some guys never take off their jiffies, not even for formal occasions. Come to Israel, the miracle on the Mediterranean.
Bob Evans doesn't just make breakfast. They have great charbroiled specialties for dinner.
Where's your He-Man spirit?
I lost it when my barbecue mitts caught on fire. Stephen, my mother says, I'm the laughingstock of the neighborhood. My only son, a hotshot banker. And what do? You live like a lumberjack. You go on vacation. Where do you go? To a puddle in the woods, fishing. You buy a new car, and what do you buy? A truck. A Ranger, Ma, I tell her. It's a 1987 Ford Ranger XLT.
Diet Coke and Sprite present the Trivial Pursuit song.
We come in peace.
I've just got to have more time, Captain. I cannot do that in the time you've given me.
Danny Dark.
Time for the Danny Dark Show.
Next, the voice of Budweiser. Here's to you, Beechwood Age, for that clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beer. The voice of RCA.
Technology that excites the senses.
The voice of Starkist. Sorry, Charlie. The voice of Raid. Raid, ant and roach killer, kills bugs dead. The voice of GMAC. We're the financial services people from GMAC, official sponsor of America's dreams. The voice of NBC.
Tonight on Cheers, Frazier takes a cheap shot at Sam.
Peter the Great. Sunday on History Blues, a serial killer is jailed and Joyce must defend him. A special 2-hour Miami Vice. Sylvester Stallone takes on everyone. Give me a break. The voice of Danny Dark. Money in the Bank.
Hugh Douglas.
It begins as a dream, a quest for a moment of Olympic glory reserved for the very few. At Transamerica Insurance and Transamerica Occidental Life, we're supporting the dreams of every athlete. And now, an inspirational reading brought to you by your authorized Porsche dealers. I have chosen as my text several beautiful passages from the book of Car and Driver. They are here. They're scary, strange, alien creatures. Run for cover, run for safety, run for your light. Run to wherever Miller Lite is sold. Back in 1856, Benedictine monks from Bavaria founded St. John's Abbey and University in the Minnesota Territory. In addition to their teaching duties, the monks milled grain from their own fields and baked bread from their own centuries-old recipe. Amen to that.
This is John Erwin.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. America. Let's go to press. Flash.
It's the Giant's new boil and bag lasagna. It cooks in 20 minutes. Made with 4 flavorful cheeses, good ground beef, and tangy tomato sauce. Delicious. Last year, Goodyear overhauled 500,000 brakes.
I thought they were strictly a tire company.
And tuned over 1 million engines.
They do tune-ups, Goodyear?
And a lot of people still don't know we're in the auto service business. Goodyear. Think of us for auto service, too.
Le Sport is more than an exciting new fragrance. It's a way of life. Ah, the look, the feeling of the new sport lifestyle. The vitality that's the new sex appeal. Le Sport. Day and night, you play with style. Le Sport. Love fragrance with style. By Coty.
Chicken, liver, tuna, 9 lives. If I acted finicky now, I'd win an Academy Award.
Chris Ford.
Enter the 1980s with the most advanced engineering technology ever put on snow. With a record of firsts in almost every major snowmobile innovation. Arkive. It's black magic. 40 years ago, governors and business leaders from 3 states met on the Mississippi River. They vowed to work together to bring economic prosperity to the Middle South. And recently, history repeated itself. As a member of Kaiser Permanente, you can have one of our personal physicians, one like Dr. Steve Orimoto, a physician dedicated to keeping our members well. Because Kaiser Permanente physicians can focus their attention on you rather than administrative paperwork. They understand the value of personal contact. They understand the value of personal care.
So, I didn't give him any shots, and he didn't run out of the room with his pants down.
Kaiser Permanente. Good people, good medicine.
This is Ron Gans.
In the beginning, man painted on the walls of caves to communicate with his brothers. As the ages rolled, man discovered the telephone, and finally the mobile telephone. But you asked for a better deal on household cleaning products. We heard you. We're Purex.
What Hilton?
The Daytonian Hilton at Ludlow and 3rd. As you claw your way through an unruly sea of paper clips, scratch pads, file folders. There's only one way to get through this mess. My way from 10X. In wild Alaska, where the relentless tundra meets the raging sea, a new kind of salmon was born, without skin or bones. New bumblebee skinless, boneless pink salmon. Listen carefully. You are about to hear the sound of a revolution in home pest control. Are you listening?
This is Dick Gautier.
I tell you, nobody's in better shape than a college gymnast. But in a couple of years, even their bodies can start to change. Pretty soon, even your Levi's jeans don't fit the same.
Helen and I are moving to a new area.
Great. Where are you moving to?
Very nice place to live.
What's it called?
I just told you.
Told me what?
What it's called.
No, you didn't.
I did so.
You did. You mumbled it.
I said it was a very nice place to live.
Life is full of empty rooms. But in the darkened corners of aloneness, books bring light. Here's a kidney and gravy product that contains cereal and gravy along with the kidney. Now, take Purina.
I, Serpentor, Cobra Emperor. All my 17 brethren to join me.
Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady.
Danny Goldring.
You can hear the understandable pride when modern brewers talk about the time they spend brewing their beers, or the time they spend lagering them. True, this reflects effort and care. But for Budweiser, some things take even more time.
Libby's new wild juice cocktails. Here, the underbrush has lively herbs and spices that make a very wild tomato. Watch out, the taste will capture you.
There are root beers, and then there's Dad's. Dad's is the original draft-style root beer with that deep-down, foamy flavor that folks everywhere love. So next time you want real old-fashioned root beer, be sure to ask for Dad's.
Wilson Good has fought corruption and opened government to all our people. Mayor Good. His life is his work, and his work is Philadelphia. Great Expectations of a Marshall Fields Christmas from Alexander Julian. Visions of suspenders and watches. Julian suspenders from the Colors Collection.
Graydon Gould.
Ever take a real look at this country? Ever see Big Sur out of season? The first snows on the Sierras. A sunset on the desert. A Bank of America trailer or camper loan can get you to all these places with no red tape. Delicious dishes for one person. There's Dinty Moore beef stew, Mary Kitchen hash, a menu of 24 different dishes, all in convenient individual serving sizes. Nothing you've ever driven will prepare you for Mazda's performance. Mazda's rotary engine delivers response like a sports car, yet it runs smooth and quiet, even at top speeds. Nestle Hot Cocoa Mix. Milky rich cocoa you make with water. That someday is today at Honeywell. Write us at Honeywell. We'll tell you how it works. At Pizza Hut, our people make our pizza better. And if it doesn't say Goodyear, it can't be Polyglass.
This is David Hall.
We'd like to tell you a little bit about First Federal Savings Bank and a little bit more about our people. Don't treat your puppy like a dog. Give him the extra nutrition of Purina Puppy Chow.
3 viewers have expressed dissatisfaction with our undignified representation of National Lumber.
My word.
And so do those who resent National Lumber's frivolous TV commercials.
Is it Memorex or Horowitz? This week, a special showdown between David Horowitz and 21 commercials.
In the interest of putting some fun in your life, the people at your neighborhood stop-and-go market will now demonstrate how to enjoy their delicious snow float.
Last week on WKRP, the station received A, a visit from Joyce Armour, Mr. Carlson's former secretary, and B, a bomb threat.
Levi's has some great clothes for boys from Levi's Youth Wear.
Shamatov. All that chunky fruit means more fruit flavor.
Buster Jones.
Sizzler's got a seafood you gotta try. South American langostino. Like little baby lobsters.
Play McDonald's Breakfast Dollars, Dinner Dollars game with $175,000 in cash prizes. Just visit any participating McDonald's before 11 or after 5.
4 night people who dig it being number 1. TJ's cream wines take you all the way and then some. No one knows what the next decade will bring. Keep your money at home, and inflation is bound to eat away at it. But at Founders Savings, you can actually double your money over the next 9 years.
Are the wedding vows outdated? Is divorce always necessary? Join Eyewitness News and Dr. Joyce Brothers tonight and all this week on Channel 7.
11 million times a day, America reaches for a Schlitz because Schlitz makes it great.
Makes it great.
Marvin Kaplan.
I was a homely-looking olive when I was born. Not ugly, but homeliness is next to nothingness if you're trying to be a handsome Lindsay olive. So I tried to change to become one of the beautiful olives. I wore contact lenses. I had my pimento style by Mr. Joe. Nothing helped. So I turned to olive surgery. I was desperate to become a quality Lindsay olive. I was a 97-ounce weakling. There I was with my favorite girl when along came the bully at the beach. Then I heard about Purina cat chow with more bodybuilding protein than any other cat food, canned or dry. It made me strong, handsome, fearless. Yeah.
This is Lou Krugman.
John Alvin got a Hibernia home improvement loan for a saltwater swimming pool. Not only is John Alvin happy with the low rates for a Hibernia loan, his friend Selwyn the seal is delighted to have his own ocean.
There are lots of ways to make your home uninviting to intruders. With bars and locks and dogs and guards and lights and walls, but there's a simpler way. AT&T presents another small business story. For years, Frank and Esmail Auto Greeting Card Company sold only two kinds of cards, one for Flag Day and one for Groundhog Day. You know, the airport's a zoo. First there's parking, or the lack of it. Then you're herded into the terminal. Escape from the zoo. Now, what cleanser cleans that powerfully but without harsh scratching? Soft Scrub Liquid Cleanser with its unique mild abrasive formula. From Clorox, of course.
K. Kuter.
At Sperry Corporation, we've realized that listening is good business. We understand how important it is to listen.
Fly the best of Great Britain. Call your travel agent or British Caledonian now. We're the best of Great Britain, and we never forget you have a choice. Neither should you.
Remember that famous saying, it ain't over till the fat lady sings? Well, it's clearance time at your Suzuki dealer. Time to get the deal you want for the Suzuki you want. But time's running out, 'cause you know who is warming up.
Where did the Gulf of Mexico begin? Who knows? But over a cold Tecate beer, you may come up with a tale or two of your own.
The day will come when they can ignore me no longer. In the Shadow of Vesuvius, a new National Geographic special from the people of Chevron. Who dare ignore me?
Patrick Labyorteaux.
If I had a Nissan 240 SX, it'd be a red coupe. Wait, a silver fastback. And I'd go for a spin up Route 7. The twisty part. Just me and Astro. No, Amy. Heck, Christy Brinkley.
Wow! The other day, my girlfriend says she wants to stop off and get some raisins for the beach. And I'm thinking, since when has the chocoholic gotten into health food? So anyway, she shows up at the beach in her raisins. Bathing suit.
This could sound a little odd, but in some ways, the guys at school are kind of like a second family. A very strange family. There are a few guys, well, we're not positive they're even human.
Think about how much simpler it was when you were a kid. I mean, you come home from school and you have a snack, and then you tool around the neighborhood on your bike and build forts and play dodgeball until the streetlights come on and all the mothers on the block start calling their kids home to dinner. Not a bad day.